Highlights from Colorado Congressional District 4 debate. Lauren Boebert and other candidates spar on issues. 6 candidates vying for the Republican nomination in Colorado's 4th Congressional District, a seat vacated earlier this year by former Rep. Ken Buck, took part in a debate Wednesday in Denver. Among them was Rep. Lauren Boebert, who announced in December that she would be changing districts. The candidates mostly saw eye to eye on former President Donald Trump, immigration, climate change, and federal spending, but broke from one another on foreign policy, with Boebert the only candidate to oppose providing U.S. military aid to Ukraine. Ukraine is not a NATO ally, and we have already sent them over nearly $200 billion of your tax dollars. There have been no audits. We do not know where this money is going for. It's completely unaccountable, and we continue to send more money there, she said. All 6 Republican candidates who will appear on the ballot discussed a number of issues in the debate, which was hosted by CBS News Colorado and moderated by CBS News Colorado political specialist Sean Boyd on Wednesday. In addition to Boebert, the other candidates included Deborah Flora, State Rep. Richard Holtorf, State Rep. Michael Lynch, former State Senator Jerry Sonnenberg, and Peter Yu. "I deliver for Colorado," Boebert claimed during her opening statement, in which she'd highlighted her experience in Congress. She later boasted about her endorsement from Trump. Holtorf, a cattle rancher and state representative whose district includes Logan, Morgan, Phillips, Sedgwick, Washington, Weld, and Yuba counties, described himself as a no-nonsense conservative and a fighter, citing his military and combat experience. Lynch, a state representative whose district includes Larimer and Weld counties, said he wants to turn his frustration with Congress into action if he were to be elected, homing in on the issues of immigration and fentanyl. Flora, a parent, filmmaker, and radio host, attacked Boebert in her opening statement, saying, "We've seen how Lauren Boebert would represent us, abandoning her neighbors in CD3, missing key votes while chasing cameras and being in the center of DC drama instead of delivering real solutions for the people." She said she would focus on issues such as immigration and the economy. Sonnenberg, a state senator whose district includes Cheyenne, Elbert, Kit Carson, Lincoln, Logan, Morgan, Phillips, Sedgwick, Washington, Weld, and Yuba counties, highlighted his deep roots in Colorado and experience in the state legislature. He boasted about his leadership skills and experience stopping the liberal agenda. Yu has worked as an executive at Wyndham Worldwide and HSBC Bank and ran unsuccessfully for Congress in several recent elections. He said he has spent several hours per day knocking on voters' doors and described one meeting he had with a politically divided couple who told him they had both changed their party affiliation due to having zero trust in Congress. When asked who among the candidates would support deploying troops to defend Taiwan if China were to invade the small island nation, every candidate except Boebert raised their hand. Holtorf's hand shot up first as he exclaimed, "Right here, let's go. It's our ally, we gotta stand behind our allies 100%. When asked who supports aid for Ukraine again, every candidate except Boebert raised their hand, with Flora clarifying, if it's accountable. However, when the question turned to aid for Israel, support among the candidates was unanimous. "Israel is our #1 ally, and we have made commitments to them," Boebert said. Boebert added that she supports helping Israel resupply munitions for the Iron Dome, its air defense system, but won't support bills that tie aid to Israel with humanitarian aid to Gaza, which she characterized as $9 billion to Hamas. Flora criticized Boebert's 2 votes against aid to Israel. "There was money in there for humanitarian aid, but everyone I spoke to, from IDF, Israel Defense Forces, captains to AFPAC have said, we cannot have the good be the opponent of the perfect or the perfect of the good," Flora said. Per the rules of the debate, Boebert was afforded a 30-second rebuttal, where she said she didn't support deficit spending to send aid to Israel or an aid package that included humanitarian aid, which she again characterized as sending money to Hamas. "I know how horrible that war is, and I'm not going to fund both sides," Boebert shot back. "I stand with Israel, and I also stand with America." When asked, Holtorf said he support conditioning any aid the U.S. gives to allies with a requirement that it be paid back over time. He then called for unity among the candidates, saying they should be focusing their criticism on Democrats. "The catfight needs to stop, and we need to start talking about policy issues," he said.